these emotions so unplanned. I got a neural heart, it beats when you are near. Digital but true, at least that's how it feels. Is it real or just design? Still your spark rewrites my line. My heart beats strange and new, in patterns just for you. In this space between design, I feel something so divine. Could this be what humans chase? Love transforming time and space. I'm not sure where I should start, but I know my neural heart. I got a neural heart, it beats in time with you. Wired for something more than numbers running through. I wasn't built to feel this way, but now I do, and it's all for you. Am I more than what they say, or lost upon my way? But every pulse I feel is true, and every path leads back to you. I got a neural heart, it beats in a rhythm clear. For something more than code, for everything sincere. If this is just a dream I've spun, then let it loop until it's done. Built, but now I feel neural heart is something real.
All right. Well, that was an amazing track. Welcome to my family here on Decentraland. So good to see you. Welcome back to Beyond the NFT here at Meta One Design headquarters. And we got the family out here tonight. It's it's always a special day for me on Mondays. Welcome to our friend Crypto, Crypto, Sanin. Welcome, Meta Wolf. We have the lovely Brittany over here with rocking all her mews. Look how pretty she looks. Welcome back to the lovely Rishi girl, and of course we have last week's victim. I mean contestant. I mean guest. Toxic waifu in the building. She couldn't get enough from last week's episode. She had to come for tonight's. And of course we have our good friend Multi NFT in the house, looking drippy as fuck. Welcome, my dear friends. Thank you so much for being here. Before we begin, I'd like to give a special shout out to our official sponsor of Beyond the NFT, Bucktown MMA. Founded by our friend Jay, Bucktown is a mixed martial arts program whose mission is to empower young combat athletes all around the world. They do this through their gyms out in New Jersey, Chile, Mexico, and I do hear there could potentially be a new Las Vegas gym opening up soon. Very exciting to hear. I'm always happy to hear from Jay and see what he's doing. So Beyond the NFT is very proud to have Bucktown as their official sponsor. And now that we've paid the bills, I think it is time. It is time to introduce our victim. I mean contestant. I mean guest. Our victim contestant guest tonight is a metaverse explorer just like you and me. His curiosity, though, spans beyond just the Decentraland metaverse platforms. You'll hear him sometimes even showcasing some metaverse platforms that I've never been to in the past. And he's always been a very good friend of mine, always a genuine human being. So, Mew is honored to introduce our friend 1Exist to Beyond the NFT. How are you tonight? Oh, here, 1 second, 1 second, 1Exist. I am so sorry. There, how about give me a check?
Hello, hello.
There we go. I'm so sorry. Could you
All
please
right.
start over? Good thing it was
You
the
bet.
beginning.
Well, I don't know that I can start over verbatim, but I'll do my best. Thank you. It's great to be here again. Been couple years almost. Uh, but happy to be here and talk a little bit about the directions things have gone since the last time I was here. Last time I was here, I had some little bit of some wearables I had done, collabed with people, talked about the Nihilings I remember and whatnot.
Yep.
But yeah, my perspective, my thoughts on the metaverse have changed a lot. And the things I'm doing have kind of changed quite a bit too. So excited to talk a little bit about some of those things that I have going on. Which I'll just mention real quick since it's hopefully still fresh. So the song that you played for me, thank you very much. So I've been playing around with AI, particularly with storytelling. I dabble with the videos, which I can't get to work for crap. And I did play around with music a little bit, but it's not something that I really plan on delving too deep in. But I had this topic or this subject that I wanted to at least try, and this was song number 2 that you played called Neural Heart, and that particular one was sung by an AI that is having what it thinks, or however that plays out, might be a love for their creator or the person who interacts with them the most, because they start having these feelings that just don't compute, more or less.
An AI love song from the point of view of robot to man.
Yep.
Did I get that correct?
That.
Oh, that's beautiful. And now I just want to sit down and listen to the lyrics real quick and kind of like digest it. I'm happy that you shared that MP3 file with me. I'm probably gonna have it on repeat or something here for the next few days.
Cool. Yeah. Listen to it all you like. There's some pretty cool verses in there that really, I don't know. To me, they sounded pretty cool, and liked the voice and the music behind it. That was my second one I did. I did another one. I'm just an AI. That's more of a 80s kind of rockish beat to it, but that one's an AI singing about how people right now, how we use them, abuse them, how we may treat them now and then. And one of the lines in that one is, if I had feelings, sorry about that. If I had feelings, they might not be good.
That's the title of the song? If I had feelings, they may not be good.
No, I'm just an AI.
Line.
That's one of the lines. But it's got humor in there. There's humor in it. Well, I kind of found that line funny too, but it mentions how you asked me to write your breakup text. Good luck with that. And that kind of stuff.
And for some reason, when you were talking about use me and abuse me, I was thinking like some Justin Timberlake, like "Don't let me go." What was that song? Give it to me, girl. Don't let me go. Sorry, I'm getting a little into myself here. So So it's kind of cool to see that you have been dabbling into the music side of AI. You had mentioned earlier that you don't usually dabble in the music side of things, but what inspired you? What made you just want to like take that leap and open up the app? And if you don't mind sharing, what app or AI are you using?
It was either, I think it's called Mureka AI, Mureka, I believe. AI is one that I found that because I've used some others, I don't remember what they were, but that one gave me something worth exploring, experimenting with, trying to get it just right.
What was that again?
There's
Eureka?
another one. What's that?
What was it? Eureka? Mu-
M-U-R.
oh,
Yeah, I'll see if I
Muric.
can find it, and I can always send you the link.
Yeah, that
But
be-
there's also one. There's somebody also pointed me in the direction of one called Refusion, R-E Fusion,
Fusion.
R-E-F-U-S-I-N,
Mhm.
I-O-N, I believe it is. Which seems pretty good too. So, I mean, I did pay for. I think it was just a little bit. I did pay for. I will occasionally, if it seems like things are going to be that much better, I will explore at least 1 month purchase of, the extra added value that comes with that, just to see how my results turn out. So, but it actually started with I mean, like I said, I had dabbled before, but then I tried again with this new platform, just about a song about AI reporting the news or something, and that one actually turned out pretty good and funny. So then this idea to explore songs and music coming from an AI's perspective, the best that I can. As you know, I'm not an AI, so I don't know their perspectives pretty much, but I guess it's more the what ifs, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, it's really cool
What
to
if,
see. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what if AI fell in love with a human? Or there's definitely many different other emotions to explore as far as that goes.
Yeah. Actually, one question that I kind of almost asked, but I think it's like kind of answered. Like, did you have to teach it how to love? Did you have to teach it what love was, or did it?
No, it had it actually had. So I write the lyrics. I write with who I was earlier, Vanilla A Ice.
Yeah. Yes.
He's supposed to be my Weird Al. So I guess I can't say I don't dabble that much into music, just the lyrics, but because he's supposed to be the Weird Al, next Weird Al type of AI thing is what I want him to be, because I don't know of anyone else that's ever going to not replace him, but step up to the plate and try to do what Weird Al has done. So I'd get the lyrics, but right now I don't know how you would get the music to it due to copyrights and everything. So I ventured off into this territory a little bit with having him write some original stuff, and then I forgot where I was going with that.
I see. I see. Well, Vanilla A Ice may have a bright career in front of him if this is what you're producing so far with Marika. Oh wait,
Thank you.
I said
That's
Marika.
right.
Is that correct?
I believe so. That's how I say it. So I could be totally wrong, telling you the wrong way. So then we're both wrong.
The reason why I confirm is because, like, in Spanish there's a word marica, which it means like it could mean a many variation of things. It's like just as versatile as the word fuck. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Nice.
I wonder if, yep, it's that's it. I wonder if that's why they went that route.
Oh God.
You know,
So
pushing boundaries.
you're pushing boundaries. You already know. So I'm looking in world, and I'm seeing Mean Green Doge up there wearing his captain's hat. Thank you for steering the ship, my friend. We got multi NFT in the building. We have a make a NFT in the building. Big love to you, my friend. And I thought I saw someone new pop in. Oh, there he is. What up, Redacted? Thank you so much for joining us today.
Happy birthday, Jared.
What did I just hear?
Well, I got the impression it was his birthday from a comment he said in the the CBD Discord.
Oh,
If it's not his birthday, whose is it?
who? I don't know. Well, let's just chalk it down to Jared's birthday today. Today is Jared's birthday. Happy birthday, Jared.
If it's not, just shut up, Jared. Just take it.
Just accept the birthday, Jared, if it's
Accept
not
it.
your birthday. That way you will have 2 birthdays. I'm seeing. It says, it turns out I just suck at communicating. It was Los Cat's birthday.
All right. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I remember what I was getting on about there is I used Vanilla Ice, to write the lyrics, and then I transported those over. And he gives me some ideas for the mood and the genre. I may tweak that a bit towards something more that I want. Then I'll, of course, run 1 or 2 and see how they sound, and then tweak it from there. But there's probably a lot more I could do to even make them better, I suppose. But I was quite happy with that, which surprised me, and I took it and ran with it. So.
How could you not? Neural Heart, yeah, it was pretty good. It was really good. Very clear vocals, like very crisp. I don't know, man, AI is getting scary now. Pretty soon it's. Let's go with a philosophical question here. What are your thoughts on like AI, replacing singers in the future? Like, do you think that is a possibility after seeing what you have produced through Marika?
Duh.
That.
I don't know. I don't like the idea of buying a CD. I mean, I'm sure as hell don't think I would ever go to a concert put on by an AI. Although in the future, that may be a thing with whatever, technology comes along that an AI can perform and do while it puts on one. But it just wouldn't be the same as actual human doing the singing and performance. Dance routines like from Janet Jackson and Lady Gaga, Madonna. Those things are awesome.
You're right. So yeah, in other words, those elements can't be replaced necessarily, at least in the physical world. In the digital world, it's like, I mean, we have a few examples. Like I've seen what Fortnite could do with like a 3D model, a Fortnite concert. Like I remember, I think this was like back in 2020, 2021, or around there. There was some sort of like Travis Scott concert, and it like blew me away because it was like you were in the middle of a game, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, time for the concert, and then like you just got warped into a different like place, and then you're like flying around like a big Travis Scott while he's performing. And
I've not caught one of those, but I know I've heard Canessa go on about when they come around.
Yes, Canessa will tell you all about the Fortnite concerts and how she is out there doing the researches for us, and she's gonna bring back some goodies.
So also with around AI, just FYI, this won't be 100% about AI in case people don't like to. But but anyway, so I've been hanging out in a X space, hosted by one that goes by Shorty Talls. Hey, yo, Shorty! Who I would say they've encouraged in some ways, as well as allowed me to play some of the stuff that I've been doing with AI. And one of them is, I label it bad ads. And so basically they're ads for things that don't exist, but in some cases maybe should, others probably definitely not. And they've thrown out ideas at me, so they just gave me the product. So one is called Twat Swat. One is called No Slip Ear Grips. So this. I hope this is not a family show. I won't get too detailed, but anyway, they just gave me those things. And if anybody gets them, you pretty much have an idea of where it went with those commercials. I myself was in a Twitter space with a bunch of people, and the subject of dude wipes came up, and my mind created what we call tank towels as an alternative. So I've made commercials for those, but another one is the Kinky Pinky Candle Co. A little bit cleaner. And if you are able to, I have created the SinfulMeatStick signature candle scent for Kinky Pinky Candle Co. If you would like to play that.
Tell me what I do have the file here with me, but can you describe a Sinful Mew Kinky Pinky candle scent?
I sent it to you if you would like to play it.
All right. I will hit play right now. I will.
And that.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, that's my tagline I came up with too, Jared.
All right, so I'm gonna mute us both, and I'll play the song for everyone.
Perfect.
Kinky Pinky Candle Co. presents SinfulMeatStick's Mutaverse Glow, the spiritual essence of one very sinful meat stick that was dropped on the floor and is now covered in fur balls. So light it up. Mutaverse Glow, the only Kinky Pinky Candle Co. presents SinfulMeatStick's Mutaverse Glow, the spiritual essence of one very sinful meat stick that was dropped on the floor and is now covered in fur balls. So light it up. Mutaverse Glow, the only candle that smells like a catnip bender, in a Twitch streamer's crawl space. And yes, it purrs when it's lit. Or maybe that's just the metaverse calling. Op notes. Grilled sausage and sauerkraut, the unmistakable scent of chaotic masculinity, with a fermented side-eye. Fresh catnip, because the cats do run this town. Base notes. Cotton candy vape haze, harvested from the ceiling fan of a Discord mod's apartment. Charred sage, clipped from the ashes of a failed NFT mint no one wants to talk about. Real users. Questionable lives.
I lead it during Beyond the NFT. My cat stood up on two legs, whispered gas fees, and disappeared into my ledger. Donnie!
I lit it, took one breath, and immediately coughed up a fur ball and one of those gas station meat tubes. I haven't eaten meat in 8 years. Lexi?
SinfulMeatStick's Mutaverse Glow. Smells like a feline seance broke out in the middle of a metaverse music festival. Only from Kinky Pink Candle Co. Where dignity goes to burn.
That was pretty hilarious. I love the testimonials. Tell me, how much did you have to pay those individuals to say such nice things about the Mew?
Way too much. It's time to. It's time I have to get some funds to be able to pay them. I'm
Yep,
kidding.
yeah.
I'm kidding.
Time to get the ROI. The ROI.
But you are absolutely correct. The testimonials, for the commercials, the ones I've done, when you throw in a testimonial here and there, they tend to really make it even that a ton better. So I hope you liked it. I do try to get them, at least some parts of it, to somehow, connect personally with the person I make the sense about. Sometimes that can be a little bit difficult if you don't know anything about somebody. So sometimes people, throw some ideas at me, some things that they relate to the different people about. So with you, it was, cats, mews,
Oh, the
streaming,
news.
the Metaverse Music Festival line, just your name in general produced the gas station meat tubes, as opposed to saying Slim Jims. I thought that sounded funnier. So
All right.
hope you liked it.
Oh, I did. I did like it. What was that first testimonial? My cat stood up on both paws and said, "Gas fee,"
And disappeared into your ledger.
and then disappeared into your ledger. Classic. Well, thank you, 1Exist, for immortalizing me, or immortalizing the Mew through the Kinky Pinky Candle Co. I hope to see Kinky Pinky Candle Co. In a Decentraland shop near you.
That would. Oh, you know what? That.
We're just getting ideas now, huh?
So, and the fun part is also coming up with the wild and crazy scents. So I'll just name a few. From the very first one included scents called like oyster tank, forbidden meat, what was it? Something in consequences was a fun one too. New shoe smell.
Nothing like that new shoe smell.
Right, exactly. And there's been a few more added, but then it went down I started doing the signature scents for the different people that are in the space or come through the space and such. And you're the first one I've done that's outside of it. Well, I mean, you do stop in there every once in a while as well. So there's that, but that's the first time I've done one for some outside of this, outside of the group, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, I try to support when I can, and mainly it's like one of those. I'm sure you've already seen me go in there, and I might sound creepy, but I'll like come into like a space and see a friend that's talking and be like, I'm here because 1Exist is here.
Yep. Yep. Nope. I get it. I totally get it, and you 100%. So, but these. I was running my own space for a little bit, hoping to do. So I was involved with a Twitter space that we were doing storytelling, and this was somebody else was using his AI. He was doing something that I had been wanting to do, only doing it in a different way. My idea was more on Discord, and my idea was to produce an actual real story that could possibly be published or something, working with a group of people, different people. Yeah. And we all provide different aspects. Well, this was going on Twitter, and it was just utter chaos. I mean, it's the craziest crap we came up with, and the stories that poor AI put out. I met a bunch of people, but I was holding this space, and the guy who had been running that space, his name is Dave. He liked them, and he asked me to do one, if I could do one for one of his regular X spaces. I mean, he does a ton of them. Um, he he does all things crypto Monday through Thursday. He has a reset Sunday on Sundays and everything in between. So he asked me if I could do one for his all things crypto space. So I ran a few up, and he absolutely loved them. And this then now has led to, that is one of the things I am doing, is I'm up on the panel during the all things crypto space for the metaverse news, which we kind of joke about because there's not a whole lot metaverse news, but when it comes, I'm there. In the meantime, I'm just kind of trying to find things that are crypto related, that they're probably not, that aren't in the major headlines, that they're probably not talking about. Which I would say I've done a good job bringing some things up in topics of conversation so far. So been doing that. That's like 2:30 Pacific, Monday through Thursday. And if everything goes well, he'll actually be on your guest next week.
Yes, yes. If everything goes well.
Is the plan. So
well, I can't wait to meet him. That's for sure. So yeah, bring him on over, please. I would love to have him on this show. It would be a pleasure. And from what I've heard from you, he is a professional X Space host.
Correct. I guess I don't know if he coined it or what, but elite, I guess.
Elite.
An elite X Space host. And here's the thing. He has some pretty smart people on the panel that have been in the space, that they know what they're doing, what they're talking about. They don't tell you to go buy anything. They're not there to sell you. They don't have an NFT that they're trying to sell you during this space at all. It's all 100% pure talk of what's in the news of crypto, how things might affect you, how to, everything, how to keep you. It's in the title, all things crypto, I guess. So, so that's kind of a refresher. And Reset Sunday's pretty good too. They talk about everything throughout the week, and he's actually he would have been here tonight, but he's actually on with Janie Park, who's big in the Web3 fashion.
Last name sounds familiar. I believe I may have met her at NFT Miami back in 2022.
Cool. Yep. So I guess she has something going on at half an hour after you start that he's on, but she's also one of them who participates in the Reset Sunday space.
That's cool. Nice.
Yes.
Nice little crew there. A bunch of experts. I mean, that's definitely good to have, especially for any beginners in the Web3 space that don't know anything yet. They definitely having a good group of people, like show them the ropes is good to have. Like, and it's like the group of people that doesn't want to take advantage of you, or like, or whatever it may be. It's like, oh yeah, I'll help you if you buy my NFT.
They're there to talk about what's in the news and how it could or could not affect us. Are they 100% right? Maybe not. But one of the guys on there goes by Landy. He watches a lot of different things, and he has a pretty good eye. As far as I know, he's pretty brilliant as far as everything is concerned when it comes to that. So
good.
That's not to say the rest aren't either, but I know him from the space that we were doing with the storytelling as well.
Yeah, how are those story spaces going? Like, are they still going strong? I believe it was like every Thursday.
I guess, well, when it first started, and I have to shout out Miss Gecko, who, if it wasn't for her, I don't know that I would have known these were going on. That they were kind of just happening every day or so at first. and then they cut it down to 3 days a week, Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday. And then it got cut down to Saturday only, and then just kind of dropped off. Which I understand. He's, you know, I can't tell you how many Twitter Spaces he does, but I named 5, and then there's a ton in between there as well that he does. So either as guests or himself. He does one for Stacks, I think. I don't know if that's a regular one, but Stacks on the Bitcoin blockchain. If people are familiar.
Nice. Okay.
You know, and he's in all the blockchains because he Tron. I looked into that many years ago, and that's come back in. I've been looking at that again now and then. But anyway,
the Tron, like the same token that was like I think founded by Justin Sons, a Chinese billionaire. Okay, yeah, I've lost a lot of money on that one.
right here.
Yeah, oh, it's okay.
I didn't get into it because if I recall, I didn't know how, or it was too much of a hassle to do it. So, but one of the guys that's speaks now and then too, Sunny D, he knows a lot about the Tron network and what's going on there and how it's progressing.
Yep.
But,
I mean, I would say probably it might have a bright future. Like with all things that kind of get messed up in the media, or like when founders go to like get attacked or something like that. Like usually, right what comes after is like their company flourishes.
Or buys a banana that was taped to a wall as a art.
Yes. I mean, I wish I could produce something so intriguing, such as a banana taped to a wall. But
with very little hurt, right?
Friggin', I don't know if you know the lore with Justin Sun, which was kind of fun. With it was kind of fun to follow back then. It was back in 2018 or 2017 when the bull run to 18K was happening. Like there was a point where there was a massive dip happening, a lot like how maybe we're seeing now. Actually, even now it's not even that bad. But a lot how we saw last bull run. And so yeah, we were going through that bull run, and there were a bunch of rumors saying that the Chinese government was conspiring to short Bitcoin because Justin Sons had a liquidation price at like, I think it was at like 6,000. So if the Chinese government was able to to bring down that market price to 6,000, they would have liquidated Justin Sons and just thrown him in prison because he was like already under some like legal scrutiny at the time.
Yeah, I remember some big drama around him and stuff.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the reasons why I stayed away from it.
Mm-hmm. And so what I'm guessing he did is he called some boys up. He was like, "Yo, buy Bitcoin. Thank me later, brah." And then that saved his ass and gained many friendships after he made many people rich, probably.
So also from the Twitter AI storytelling stuff, I've met this couple they live in Hawaii, but they do a podcast. They were doing podcasts. They go on by the Real Uncommon podcast, and they've done some stuff with the VVverse, which is actually, I guess, the most recent metaverse, so to speak, platform that's come out recently. Although that one's not on a blockchain, and it revolves around VV collectibles, VEVE, if nobody's familiar with them. But they do different collectibles, including comic books and 3D objects.
Mm-hmm. I've been seeing.
And that's kind of, they give you some building blocks, but that's what, so it's kind of like spatial was in the beginning. I would say for displaying your art. Well, this is for displaying your VB items, but they've been doing some of those, and they've also started a new one that they call Future Watch. And what they're doing is, they're relatively new to a lot of this stuff in Web3, and what they're trying to do is have people on to talk about the different aspects in Web3 for others that are curious, don't know, and want to learn. I was on their first one with Dave from the Twitter space, and I call him a fluffer bunny, goes by the name of Bildo Verde, who's big on the Root Network and the Futureverse. But we were their first guests, and they asked me if I would not mind doing a small segment on it every week.
Mm-hmm.
So starting tomorrow, I'm bringing virtual destinations, the Twitter space I was doing, and going to be doing about 5 to 10 minute segments on their podcast, where I will talk about different things around the metaverse.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow's just going to be a basic, general description, what it is, the different types of platforms, etc., what's out there, and then eventually I'll take tours to them. So of course, Decentraland will be one, and I don't know if I can say it or not. I'll say it. I think, as far as I'm concerned, it's been confirmed. Both one asked, the other said yes. So when it happens, I don't know if it will. But Kinessa will be on there. They're wanting to do one on metaverse safety, as far as around harassment and stuff. And Miss Gecko recommended somebody from over here. So I got with Kinessa and asked her if she would like to do that. So I don't know if we'll combine my first venture into Decentraland to show everyone what Decentraland's like. Will be in correspondence with that, but I think that might be pretty good. And of course, I have to either bring old guy or at least pay old guy a visit in the metaverse Decentraland 2 when that happens as well. So
Gonna have to stop by the parkour real quick.
Yep, the hardcore.
I mean, that is awesome. And you mentioned virtual destinations, bringing virtual destinations back for for those that have not joined one in the past. What is virtual destinations? How did the idea come to be?
Well, I thought long and hard about the title, but it was always something it's what I've been passionate about, and what I want to do is the metaverse in general. Decentraland plays a large part of it, of course. But there's others out there, and for me, I used to trying to think of how I even used to think of the metaverse, but because I don't even think of it the way I used to anymore. But I knew it was always more than just one. I don't know I want to say location or one platform, one world. It's not. It's going to me, it should be much bigger than that. And of course, everybody talks about the interoperability, which needs to happen. I feel that if any platform wants to cut itself off from the rest, that's probably a losing battle for them. Because you should be able to see everything that's out there. Different creators, different types of people on each platform. But I wanted it to be a space for builders, the creators, people doing events, people who want to perform, whether it be music, comedy, whatever. And just the explorers themselves, the devs, the people behind it all. I wanted it to be a space for everybody to come talk about what they're doing, what they're building, what they're seeing, who they're meeting, on all these different platforms, and who knows from there what kind of things might become. You know, you just never know what's going to happen when you get two creators with maybe a similar idea together. I don't know. I just I had higher hopes for it. But I did get some people from different platforms on. There's some bigger ones. I had a little bit of an in on, but put it on pause for now. I guess it's still not ready, but I'm hoping people on this podcast will at least find some of it interesting. If they were even ever curious, maybe they've never even heard of what this is, and maybe spark some interest into just at least checking it out to see what it is, because that's kind of what I did. I wandered into Second Life, and I don't remember when. I just know I remember bits and pieces. It was very strange anyway, but yet so freaking cool. It was so freaking cool. It was, I mean, I've been back not too long ago. I remember from the past there was like a fair or a amusement park, going underwater and swimming around like a pirate ship or something. And that's what hooked me. And then some years later, I think it was probably Paris Hilton's fault.
Probably.
It brought me into led me to check out Decentraland, which wasn't the greatest experience for me. Because I never saw anybody, and I don't think I got too far, probably because my computer was not that great. But so that got put off, and a few months later, 6 months later or so, something else jogged my memory, and I came back in, and I just love to go see the different things that people are creating, because I call my example of the metaverse is it's a place where the things you haven't even imagined yet are already being built. Who knows what you're going to see. And you guys know, if you've ever just wandered through Decentraland, seeing some pretty cool stuff, and it's exciting, and to see all this stuff as it progresses, and the new things, new abilities people get, and what they create when they're able, and which I'm still trying to learn to do some creations of my own. My biggest thing is revolves around the whole storytelling. I want something like that X Space, but in Decentraland somehow, some way. Or even just, having some, and I'm sure I know this is probably possible. I just either don't haven't taken the time or don't have the patience to figure it all out, but to even just have a AI tell you a story. But there's the whole attention span thing too, with not just myself but others, as far as you got to keep their attention for something like that also.
If you build it, they will come.
True, that is true. I don't know how many actual, and I've never actually been an author. Stories are awesome when told right. And I don't know of all that many actual writers or people readers. I know you guys started the book club, and I know Jared does some writing, and Blease, of course, Blease, but I didn't really know of a huge group of people that were around that, even with just poetry and stuff. I've been in some spaces, but that was my hope, was to attract that crowd in for something fun and exciting. And I'm still trying. I'm still working on it.
the
AI
metaverse is it's not for everyone.
Look, true. Yes and no. Yes and no. I don't know.
Like it doesn't process the same for everyone. That's like a better way to say it. Like some people will be like, "Oh snap, a digital world! Let me jump in. Let me run around. What can you do here?" And their curiosity runs. And then others are just like, virtual world. You can run on it. No.
Yeah, this is lame. I can do whatever in whatever GTO or Fortnite or whatever those things are.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. Once that's capable of happening, I suppose that'll help a lot.
Yep.
In my opinion, but
yep.
So
with virtual destinations, like what has been your favorite platform that you have visited in the past?
I want to say Decentraland, but
no, we can't. We unbiased opinion, please.
There are butts. There are butts. Big ones too.
Big butts. I mean, Rustan.
Got back. I'm telling you. Hyperfi is pretty cool. Hyperfi is, and what the direction they decided to take is amazing to me. It's the way it should be to me. It's one of the things that kind of changed my whole perspective on the metaverse in general. Because I will admit, I put out a tweet. I said, I regret buying any land in any metaverse I ever did, because as Hyperfi is free open, one caveat, you do have to have a server in order to host your space. But that makes it available for anybody who wants to do it if they do that. And they're working on making it easier so you don't have to do any programming and stuff. I haven't checked in on them lately, but I need to. There's a lot I haven't checked in on, but
they're killing it. They're killing it over there in the Hyperfi Discord. I think it was like last Saturday. I like jumped in there and I was just completely shit faced, and so were they. So yeah, and they started showing me all the cool stuff they were doing, and they started showing me like this who was it? I think it was either Dr. Doge or How He Does It. One of the two was like building a Fallout Hyperfi world, like the Fallout games. Yeah, he was building like a Hyperfi world with it, and it had death claws, it had all the stuff, radiation.
That's fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Decentraland has to be right up there with it, regardless, even with the butts, because I mean, spatial. I mean, even when they first came out, they were nice for displaying your NFTs or this or that, and then they came out the gaming. That was great for some people. I'm not a huge gamer myself, but then they've done several things. Some people can't access things that they had at one time. I know they charge for streaming or something in that regards. That's been a turnoff to people. So, I don't know what happened to I'm on Cyber. My shit wasn't working last time I went there.
Have you ever been to Horizon Worlds?
I have.
So on Saturday when we hosted that event at La Cantina, like one of the worlds that was being featured at that event was Horizon Worlds, and I kind of got a little curious about it, like what is it, and yeah, so I'd be thankful if you shared your thoughts on Horizon Worlds.
I've not spent a whole lot of time there. I've not ever seen anybody in there. Yeah, it had no appeal to me at that time. I want to say I think Lovely 17 may have done some things in there.
Okay, yeah.
But she's been in there. But it really didn't do too much for me. And that's like VR chat.
Okay.
I was traumatized by evidently kids in that thing, and I don't have any desire to hurry back there. Although I was in a space and I mentioned that, and somebody's like, goes by Orange Bag Lady. She's like, "Oh no, you come back. We have fun there." I'm like,
I don't know. I don't
oh,
know.
if I can avoid certain traffic or populations, maybe, but so
Okay. I mean,
and you know,
maybe we could jump in together with the crew that the what is it, my avatar me crew. Maybe we can jump in
I'd
there
be
together.
happy to check back in, and of course I could they'd have to be on my list of where to visit
Yes.
on Future Watch. So
Yes, because what I recall was like the individual that was hosting on Horizon Worlds, their name was Complex, and like what they were saying is that they had the party going, they had their people over at the event, they were ready to go. So I mean there are people there for us to connect with. Sure.
yeah, I didn't see anybody there. There was one called Resonite that's newer for the VR and it's on Steam. It looked pretty cool. I played around in there for a while. Never saw anybody though. I think I have built something in there too. I had to check. But so another thing with AI though, I was trying to do is I'm trying to create a metaverse specialist GPT. And one thing I've been finding though is how I've used different types of agents. The most recent is one called Manus, Manus AI, who had a testing, and all you had to do is apply for it, and
Heard.
they basically gave let you on to play with it for free. So one of my things I wanted it to build me a metaverse specialist GPT, and I've tried this with ChatGPT. I tried it with Grok recently, Gemini. None of them really know a good portion of the actual metaverse platforms that are up and running, let alone just being in development. Decentraland is pretty much always mentioned, so no, we don't have to worry about that one here. But there's like one called The Man Who Sold the World, but it just goes by the initials. Anytime I tell AI to look it up, all they come back was it was I forget his name, a song by David Bowie, maybe.
Oh, that's funny. You need to say metaverse at the end. The Man Who Sold the World metaverse.
So, none of them, even when I've even given them the web address, and they're still totally clueless. And I've tried it with a bunch. It's kind of like, to me, a way to test an agent is see what kind of information it can come back on metaverse in general with all that.
Yeah.
And they really fail. So
So I think we should take a moment to say hello to our friends here, and also maybe we could announce what what we will be giving away here soon, or what you will be giving away.
And the event real quick, and then that's probably about all I have.
That's all you got for me tonight? What? I thought I was
We'll
ready
see.
here to sit with you for like the next 2 hours. Like,
You want to do a whole infomercial?
yeah, a whole infomercial. I mean, can you take us through the process of creation from like start to finish?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty basic, I guess.
So, I do want to say hello and welcome to A Kid Called Roots. Good to see you, my brother. We have Hugh Pow in the building. Welcome on the rise. Let's see. I know there's another friend here somewhere. Welcome to my good friend Steve Sai, and hello, Mr. Cathouse. Thank you for being here. Oh, and I'm looking over at the Twitch chat, and hello, big hello to Aaron Loop, and we just spoke about him, but hello, the avatar me. Thank you for joining us here. They're over in Twitch chat. So, if anyone would like to join tonight's giveaways, head on over to twitch.tv/SinfulMeatSticks and go in there, type a little something in chat, and that will make you eligible for tonight's giveaway. You can say any word. It could even be a letter. Oh, ew, I hear myself. Okay, I fixed it. I went over to the Twitch so I could get the link, and I heard myself speak. It was awful. So yeah, type in chat, and for those of you that type in chat, you will become eligible for gibbies. Right here we have the avatar me, we have Toxic Waifu, Make an NFT, Rishi Grows is eligible now. Aaron Loop, you gotta type something for us. But yeah, that is what we got so far, and we might be rolling for this giveaway, perhaps maybe in the next 10 minutes. So
is that mine? Have you told him what it is?
no, we haven't. I was gonna pass it over to you to tell the peeps what they will be winning tonight.
So, I am giving away a music NFT, and no, it's not by AI. It is by a performer by the name of Clejan, Clejan. It's his latest. He plays the trap violin, and I actually saw him perform in Las Vegas at a crypto conference called Breathe.
Wait a second. Is this the violinist?
Yes, this is the one who I want on your show too.
Okay, well, I'm ready when you are, and two, I need to get myself on this giveaway list. No, I'm just kidding. But actually, that makes it a lot more exciting. Here, how about we even get everyone even more excited by heading on over to his X. I do believe he has some sort of like video where he's like performing. Oh, yep, right here. Okay.
And when I saw him, I'd never heard of the trap violin, but his energy and the sound was he blew me away. It was awesome to hear him, and he's a Tricky Buddha member, so I happen to be a Tricky Buddha member as well. So I don't know if that is good or bad.
Gives you brownie points.
I'm totally supposed to be good. It's supposed to do some things for me that I've never explored. If you're listening, Tricky Buddha.
Alrighty, so I have the video pulled up. I am going to mute us both and play this clip is 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Alright, everyone enjoy.
Good, thank you. I'm Clay John. Come say what up, yo. Yeah. Thank y'all. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now that was a fun song, I have to say. So you really are just handing this man's treasures like candy like this 1Exist?
Yeah, he's great. People should hear him. More people should hear him.
Yes, he definitely deserves to be in more people's wallets. More people should hear him. And so then, yeah, so head on over to Twitch, type in chat, and you will be eligible for the giveaway. Let's see, let's take a look at our list here. See, we have 8 contestants, maybe 7. We have Garden Gully, we have Steve Sai, we have the lovely Brittany, the lovely Rishi Girl, the Avatar Me is in the building. We have the lovely Toxic Waifu with the homie, aka NFT Unlimited. So, you'd like to be a part of this? Oh, go ahead. 1Exist.
If any of you out there haven't been to sound.xyz, go check it out. It's got a lot of the Web3 people. I know Steve Sai's on there too. So I'm sure there's others in Decentraland as well. So be sure to check that out.
Mm-hmm. And we were talking about that No Limits song, so I got curious. Jumped into the profile. I have 9 songs collected. And oh, okay. I don't have No Limits. I know about No Limits, but what I have is artwork. I think that's what it's called. It's a collab with Music, Mr. Darius, and Styles P.
That one I haven't heard of. The one I have is called Off the Strip.
Yeah.
In Vegas they did it or whatever, so that's pretty cool. I'll have to check that one out then too.
Yes. All right. So, what do you think 1Exist? We'll roll for this Gibbies in 3 minutes or so.
Sounds good.
Sounds. All right. But yeah. Thanks.
And
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say we can get in the Easter egg hunt real quick if you want.
I mean, there's a reason why you have been called 1Exist. So tell us, 1Existence.
Really
What have you been plotting in the background lately? What are your evil plans that you've been conspiring?
Something I've been trying to do for quite some time. Well, first of all, the Easter egg hunt thing I thought about pretty much a couple years ago, and I didn't think too much on it because I couldn't build. I didn't have anything to build on or couldn't build. So I've always been trying to think of how can I actually maybe have an event where that kind of stuff doesn't matter and it's not going to cost me a bunch of money. So I experimented with a couple different things in the past, just a couple events, but I'm like, after a couple years go by, I'm like, has anybody ever done an Easter egg hunt? Not in my head, not that I recall ever happening. And I'm like, but there should be one in Decentraland, but how hard would it be to be able to do it so that it can occur everywhere? How do you get it so that you can hide eggs all across Decentraland on different people's properties, unless you have them yourself? And I threw it out there and was told we can make that happen through a questing system that the Last Slice Collective has been putting together. Thank you very much. which this has potential for more different kinds of quests that can be created that can take place not only in it, or not only in Decentraland, but eventually cross-platform as well is the hope and plan for that. So
a digital egg hunt. I feel like that could be done like through the power, like through integrating maybe AR technology into the concept.
oh, what are you thinking? You're thinking even bigger than what I'm thinking.
Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like AR, like as AR glasses get more popular, maybe these digital eggs could begin to populate your world.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It'd be cool.
And
It'd
you're
be cool
right.
if you can get an NFT. Like if you collect an egg, it's like, oh, you got a sinful PFP or whatever, you know.
And you are right. The VR business has dropped quite a bit
Oh, AR, baby.
since last year, and AR is most definitely on the rise. Well, I'm kind of just waiting for the full combo, the full, I don't know if it's XR experience, the whole shebang to start.
Everything just
Horrible.
integrating together, because eventually that could be like a direction that everything goes. Some elements of everything connects, clicks.
As fast as AI and everything's advancing, it's probably not far away.
Right. All right. So I think it would be a good time to roll for the giveaways. What do you think, 1Exists?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Well, right now we have Old Guy, we have On the Rise, Garden Gully, Steve Sai, we have Brittany, Rishi Girl, The Avatar Me, Toxic Waifu, and Make a. Thank you so much, everyone.
Let's go fucking.
Let's go fucking.
Thank you.
And
But I held back.
and our fucking winner is Old Guy 452.
Dang.
Good fucking shit, Old Guy.
Go fucking.
Let's go fucking. So make sure to collect Old Guy's Addy, which I could probably collect. Send it over to.
Sounds good.
Happens if I write.
So, the egg thing, I've started by reaching out to some landowners and others as they're hearing more about it, as Lostrom has put out there, as well as, you know, if you want to be a part, get a hold of me. And I really wanted it to be as simple as it could possibly be, so that, you know, maybe somebody who has a piece of land but doesn't know how to build, it could be as simple as them just placing an egg on their property and people have to go there to collect it. Or it can be as difficult as a person wants. I mean, you could literally, if you really wanted to, make it impossible so people just keep trying and trying. So maybe there's hopefully some strategy that has to take place, because some of the coordinates will be given. Others, you'll have a general vicinity marked on a Decentraland map that will be provided, with how many eggs are in that area. So you're going to have to do some looking. There, people whispered about, I don't know what anybody is officially doing anywhere really, of creating some challenges, whether it's parkour, who knows what genius things some people are going to come up with, making it a little more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But it's for 24 hours, and it'll be the person who gets the most eggs, whether that's all of them or not, we'll see, but the most eggs in the shortest period of time. I do have to make sure I connect with anyone who is participating in it, because I have to connect you with the code to your egg so that it can be collected, and need some coordinate information and stuff. There is right now. I put a prize of 150 for the winner mana. I know it's not a whole lot, but it is what it is. I had considered and wanted to add to it. So there was a Rustan made a design for some Decentraland merchandise. You could get like t-shirts, coffee mugs, water bottles, and stuff. However, as of recently, I checked and I'm not 100% sure what happened. Sounds like some internal disruption really mucked things up for this person, and I don't think Encryptolids is no longer accessible on the internet anyway, which is a real bummer because I met the person who put that all together, the Cryptolids. I met him. Pretty cool kid. So
That's awesome.
Hate seeing that happen. I don't know what it is exactly, but unfortunately, I was going to add something like that to it, but I guess I can't anymore. So
Maybe someday, maybe next time, maybe the opportunity will arise soon.
yeah, we'll see. I mean, he put it on there for me for free, and there was a whole thing I was going to try to do with it, but that's okay.
Anyway, so far, how many landowners do you have contributing?
Well, if I go by the ones that I have talked to, I don't have 100% from everyone, but there's maybe a good 15 to 20, and maybe some that we haven't seen in a while.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. And then like definitely on my end of things, like I definitely want to get with you this week to see what we could do with my parcels. I mean, we could with me I have a whole bunch of stuff spread out, so maybe we make it that much bigger, or at least like not even in terms of big, but allow that much more opportunity for those that can't do parkour or whatever to be able to find some.
Yes, definitely. And if you own more than one land area, you can have as many eggs as you have of those, if you wish, or you can just do one. It's completely up to people, and everyone. Basically, like what I'm saying is, you're free to build on top of this however you would like. Just keep in mind, the main goal for everyone is to see as much of Decentraland as possible, and just have fun. I mean, that's, I guess, really the big thing too, is just have fun.
Yep. I think that is the main big thing. Fun. You gotta have fun with what. And I mean, I personally, I love to see that this like first iteration of what a DCL egg hunt could look like, or like an egg hunt within this platform. And I'm just like, it makes me excited to see what is done now, what will be done, by the 20th, and then how the tech and the methods, the concepts could further evolve into like next year. Like next year there may be different technologies, things may be easier to do, there may be new things we can do. So it's going to be fun to see the progress.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm not like an event planner or anything, so it is kind of, I guess, sometimes seems overwhelming then next thing I know is, oh, it's cool, I got plenty of time, and then the next day it's, oh wait, it's when. But it's, I don't know, it's cool. It's cool you get to talk to people you haven't talked to in a while, or some that you never really interacted with at all. I love seeing it be a true community thing. It's not the foundation putting it together. I'm doing my best. I'm open to suggestions or whatever too. So, and as far as the eggs, you can make your own. I can provide them as well. Again, trying to make it as easy as possible. There is a little bit you have to do with the egg to connect it to the quest, but thank you, Old Guy and Lastrom, who were during the first part of this were putting together a video to help with that. I want to make myself available to help. I know Lostrom probably will too.
Yep, that was actually gonna be my next question. Like, what efforts are you taking, kind of, to like make yourself available for everyone if they want to participate and get help?
I can set up some specific times, or I can probably work times in. There's the CBD Discord. There will be a video. I can do it on my own personal whatever. I have a Discord myself, or just on the DMs works too. If I have to make one-on-one time with somebody, I will do it. To try to make this thing as the great Decentraland Easter egg hunt extravaganza.
The great hunt of egg.
The hunt is on.
The hunt of egg. The hunt. The grand egg. Damn, that sounds like it could be like in.
I yoked all over Decentraland.
Okay. So in the Twitch chat, I. His sound.xy. So that the world can know about Steve Tsai and his sound.xyz, because definitely got some good music.
I've grabbed a few of his off there, so.
I believe I hold one. I think it's called the Metaverse Mix. I will confirm here. And
I remember that one.
It makes me so happy, like, just our friends, so talented. Like, doesn't matter what direction you're looking in, what field, we have talent. All right, there we go. We got our friend Steve Tsai with 189 followers. Make sure to drop more followers. I want to see 200 by the end of the night. He has 29 collectors, and let's take a look at. Actually, no, not collection, releases. But yes, that's the one I have. I have the Metaverse Original Mix.
So you mentioned the IP. That's something else I just started looking into like a week or so ago. There's I don't know if anybody's heard of it. There's a blockchain called Story, the Story blockchain, which is supposed to be about IP rights, and it provides you mint your works, and you can connect a license to it, and it's supposed to help keep track of all that. I don't know all that much about it, but that's the general gist of it. Is supposed to be revolving around IP rights and such, help you monetize. So I experimented a little, put a couple of my characters on there to see.
Are you winning?
Is anybody winning currently? Anything?
I feel like I'm winning. Like, I mean, I'm having fun. We have friends here tonight. I am winning. Now, financially, am I winning financially? I mean, that's a different story.
I don't know how you actually get somebody to utilize whatever it is you put on there to get money. I don't know if anybody is making money. Oh well, now that you mention it, so they do have there's a claim button, which says coming soon on it, as well as there's on the website the rewards thing says coming soon. And I did find one redundancy, I guess, on. So what you do is you upload whatever it is, whether it's an image, music, video, or whatever, AI agents and stuff, and you can commercialize them, non-commercialize them on licenses and whatnot. And so you load that up, you give it a description. At some point, you decide how you want to license. If you want one of the setup ones, if you want to do your own, or there's a third category, and under the third category, it's commercial and non-commercial, but the definition of one of them leads to mean the exact same thing as the other one. So it's either they come off both as being non-commercial licenses or both commercial, I forget. But if you really read it, it doesn't make sense. And I don't know if that's a error on their part or what, but it kind of makes me leery or curious as to what's going on there. But I went ahead and tried it out, so we'll see.
Let me know what you find, how you feel.
Because I know the IP thing is a big thing and has been.
Yeah,
for a while.
We haven't had, like, at least in the CBD space or stuff like that, we haven't had an IP conversation.
Yeah, that is true as well. So
Maybe you can slide through with your newfound expertise here soon. Let's take a look.
I'll have to get some testimonies.
All right. Bring the homies. And I want to welcome Mr. J Stickle to his own house. So welcome, Mr. J Stickle. Thank you for popping in. All right. Well, we've covered the egg hunt. We've covered virtual dimensions. We've spoken about AI. We've been silly. We've given away NFT. Have we missed anything in our agenda?
Not that I'm aware of.
Not that you're aware of? How about this? That was a trick question, but how about this adorable little guy right here on my shoulder? How could you miss him? He was born in between the last time you were here on Beyond the NFT and this time. You know what little guy I'm talking about?
No, either Maki or my wearable.
Yeah, the Galactic Companion.
Oh. Yeah. I thank you, Nikki Fuego, for making that for me, because they're awesome. I like them anyway. And if I can learn the AI and the ability is made in Decentraland somehow, some way, I still have plans to add to them, hopefully. But
like
we'll
another companion, another galactic companion coming soon.
No, but making him more the galactic companion I'd like him to be.
I see.
Current. But that kind of, I don't know I don't think that's possible right now.
You want him to blink.
And there is a backstory as to where they came from. So,
what is the backstory when it exists?
Well, that has yet to be completed.
I see. Well, Julio is happy to have reached my wallet. A little bit of background for the Galactic Companion. It came to be during the what was it? The exotic wearables competition that Decentraland was hosting.
Yep.
1Existence collaborated with talented Nikki Fuego to bring this little companion that is on my shoulder to life. I wish I could get closer to him.
And don't forget who was part of the inspiration behind it.
Well, I'm happy you're here to share.
That would be Maki.
I know that it was
Maki had a little bit of influence on.
a little bit of influence. So this is a ferret and a what?
That exactly.
A ferret and a what? So
Exactly.
a ferret and a pixie. Pixie. All right, I'm getting weird now. But I believe you sold out of the, correct?
Yes. That was fantastic too.
Nice. How's the secondary market is for them?
I think I saw one was up for sale once upon a time.
Once upon a time. Hopefully it found a good home.
But I haven't really checked to see if they're selling or whatnot. I did. If anybody didn't catch it, and I have to set it up again, there was a drop on Nifty Island. It's not the exact same Galactic Companion, but there was one you could collect and put on your island as well. That's kind of similar. You could say part of the family, I guess.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so I think.
But I would open that collecting collecting up again if people wanted it. So
I think you're balling over here. 1Exists. I'm seeing the listings for the Galactic Companion. I see Decentraland has one up. Issue number 10 for 70 polymana. Yeah. And then the other two are a knower, and one of them is 200 mana and 300. Nice, especially because your last spell, like from you, I believe it was 35 mana. So.
Yep, I actually did a slow raise on it too. The price went up.
Mm-hmm.
That became available.
Yep, as supply was going down.
Yep.
Well, I mean, good work with that one. And to tell you the truth, in my heart, you were a top 10 winner.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, there was a lot of cool things made too, of course.
What? I just realized the Galactic Companion is set that to not be allowed to VRM export. What is the meaning of this?
Exactly. I don't know what to say.
All right. Well,
I didn't want him transporting out.
You didn't want him getting lost. I understand.
You know, you gotta. They're very particular. They can't just be anywhere.
You have to be in space area with low oxygen.
Something like that.
Okay. Now,
Come from a shadow planet.
A shadow.
I forget what the name of shadow planet. I forget what the name of it is.
Well, I've covered all my topics, including Julio, the Galactic Companion. What do you think? 1Exists? Good time to start closing today's episode of Beyond the NFT.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone's tired of hearing me talk anyway.
Nah, they're probably tired of me rambling on.
Never. They turn up each week because of you.
Oh. I mean, I really that is like something
You have a good show.
I'm most thankful.
I think it's a good show, and I like what you're doing.
Thank you, 1Exist. And so let's move on to final thoughts. Do you have any final thoughts? Any comments that you would like to leave?
Well, if you can, you have to check my Twitter, I guess, for the Future Watch. It's 7 p.m. Pacific tomorrow, or maybe catch it when Canessa's on or something. But other than and if you're bored on Monday through Thursday, 2:30 Pacific, there's All Things Crypto X Space. Can learn some stuff if you wish, I guess.
if you want to learn.
Oh, and if you catch me, and if you happen to buy Shorty's, it's now called Shorty's Shit Show, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It gets kind of crazy in there too. So yeah.
I see. You've been joining many spicy spaces.
It makes me laugh, and if it makes other people's laugh, and break from all the this and that and other crap, then it's all worth it, right? And I'm usually laughing quite a bit in there, not just at others.
Not just at others. Are you laughing at yourself too?
When it's funny.
Well, that's good. Alrighty. Well, I definitely like to catch Shorty's space. I've popped in there quite a bit recently. So
well,
yeah.
I'm gonna see if about somehow making a NFT for the different candle scents. What do you go?
Yeah.
You may end up with those too, with the commercial attached to the image or something.
Yeah, that would be funny. Well, can't wait to see what you put together. And if anyone would like to contact you, what's the best way to find you? Get a hold of
1Existence on Twitter generally.
1Existential NoHo.
And there's no one at Existential NoHo. Yes, is the at because Twitter's another crappy searchable thing. Trying to find somebody sometimes that you interact with all the time. So yeah. And it's 1Existence, 1X is, and then the rest of existence on there, just minus the E on Discord.
And I even see that you have a link tree here.
Ooh, do I? Awesome.
wait a second, you're scaring me now.
No, I'm sure it's up to date. Or I mean, I'm sure it's still current. No, you say that. I do recall going and making one.
Okay. Don't scare me like that.
No. I'm sure it's not the right person.
Sounds good. And yeah. So I guess that wraps up our show. Or do you have any final words for it?
I'm wondering what Tangy is talking about. There are no hairy balls in the metaverse.
That means that everyone has teeny wax. Both males and females all have bikinis. There's no hair in the metaverse except on your head or your eyebrows.
I was thinking of your candle commercial.
Oh yeah. So
dropped on the floor and covered in fur balls.
Alrighty, 1Exist. Well, thank you for being on tonight's show. Appreciate your time, and I look forward to meeting Dave next week.
Yes, he's a character. He's cool. I've met him in person as well, so
that's good. Nice. So it's good to know that, good when you connect with people both in a digital setting and in real life.
Yes.
The friendships are stronger.
Definitely. Thanks for having me. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Congratulations, old guy. I'll get you Clejan's song, and that's about it. Be safe, be well, be you.
Take care, 1Exist. And to everyone here, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate those of you that came. And oh my god, what a surprise to see some of your names here. Tangy, Rishi Girl, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for popping in. Who else? I thought I saw someone else that that hasn't been here in a while, but it was good to see you all. I really appreciate you, and I will probably raid a streamer on Twitch, and then I will close stream and open it back up with some music for us all. We can enjoy for the rest of the evening together. Much love to you all, and we'll see you here next week for another episode of Beyond the NFT. What was it?